it's me, T. Welcome back to the ranch. We're still calving. I am checking heavies right now, and after I get through this pasture and these cows, we headed over to move some pairs. Oh, hi babies. Yes, I'll move along, Mom. Until school gets out next week, on days that Mr. FFB is gone helping the neighbor, because 'tis the season for spring work and helping out your neighbors, I don't get out to check heavies. Like checking the heavies is like the first thing we do in the mornings. But until the kids get out of school, I can't get here until after I drop them off at bus stop carpool. So it's a little later than I'd like, but the cows are doing a really good job calving. We haven't had, knock on wood, say a prayer, cross your fingers, that I don't jinx it by saying this, but we haven't had to assist anyone yet. So see all those birds? Those are cowbirds. They come in the spring and they stick around, I think, all summer. Actually, I don't know when they leave, but they follow the herd around and eat bugs and dig through poop piles. And anyway, I think cowbirds are interesting, but also they're known as parasite bugs or parasite birds, because they don't actually nest and hatch their own babies. They are so busy moving around because they follow the herd that they will lay their eggs in other birds' nests and let the other birds hatch them out. And a lot of times their chicks are bigger than the chicks of the bird whose nest they laid their eggs in. And the cowbird chicks will like push the other ones out, and then these other birds that aren't cowbirds are raising cowbird chicks unbeknownst to them. I don't know. And also, I wouldn't have known that except for they talked about cowbirds on Wildcrats. And I watch kids programming sometimes. Freaking coyotes in here. Get out of our calving pastures. I don't care if they're in here and they eat afterbirth or whatever, but the other day we definitely had a predator attack on a calf, and so seeing them in here this morning just makes me pretty angry. Also, look at this cute little guy. Aw, look at your little white face. You're so cute. Oh, you're so cute. Good job, Mama. We're going down for real. If we can find any new babies over here. Oh yeah. Bunch of new babies. There in the fence line. It's a little game I like to play called, is that a dirt mound or is that a calf? What's your guess? Dirt mound, calf. It's a calf. It is a calf. Mama parked you on the wrong side of the fence, little feller. Oh, you're so cute. That is the cute little broccoli face that the kids are calling Panda. Looks more like a phantom to me, but they're calling him Panda. Oh, come on, cow. Get up. Good girl. looked like a bad situation. So I came over and I put a little pressure on her, asked her to get up, and she kind of took a big ol' try to get her up. I thought I was gonna have to assist her. She got up, and that calf is freaking cute. It is a black baldy with white socks, like big white socks. Welcome to the world, little buddy. You're so cute. This cow here is really confused by the cleanings hanging out of her. She's like chasing her tail like a dog. And she doesn't have her calf up yet. He's dry and cleaned off, but she hasn't got him standing up yet. So, yeah. Oh, good job, calf. When I first pulled up here, because the calf was laid out flat, so I pulled up here to make sure he was alive, so it moved her off a little way. Like, she was literally spinning circles trying to get that thing hanging out of her. Oh, good job. She got him up. My work here is done. Annie's headed back for some good old liquid gold. Everything looks good in the heavies. Just had those couple of scares and chased the coyotes off. I loaded the dogs up and came out in the side-by-side to this other group of pairs, and I'm getting them all up and pairing them up. So sometimes the cows will park their calves and go off and graze, and I'm just having the cows go find their calves so that one, they get a little exercise, and two, we're trying to get them moved. Right now they're on the meadow, and it kind of has a swampy, ditchy area right through the middle of it, and all the calves are on this side, and the gate to the next pasture is on the other side. So today the goal is to get everything paired up and get all of the calves on the other side of the water, because right now, like when I first got out here, the cows had parked their calves on this side and they were all on the other side. So I want them to come get their calves and take their calves on the other side with them. So I let the dogs out to bring the cows and see the cows are coming into this little pocket of parked calves right here and finding their respective calf. And once they get that all squared away, then I'll ask them to move out. This little group is paired up pretty well. Ish. There's a couple of calves there that don't have cow. See, those pairs are headed to the tank. I'm gonna come over here. There's some more right here. And get them up and get them moved across. Go pick up your baby, please. He's right over there. Oh, no, he's right there. Okay, well, you know which one is yours. Who do you belong to, Little Red? Who do you belong to? Is that your mom over there? Probably. We got a bunch more pairs headed in the right direction. We're gonna come over here to this group. I'm going. Okay, it looks like most everybody has found their mother. That was rude, $4.95, although you do look a little more settled down than you were the other day. The dogs are very useful for getting the cows motivated to find their calves, but once they get paired up and they find their calves, then we kind of want them to take it easy, like the dogs to get behind the pioneer or our horse or whatever and let the pairs move out Twig, get behind. So they're not putting too much pressure on the cow and making her too nervous with her calf. Twig! Twig is a ball of energy and she's still learning, so she has to be reminded a lot to get behind. Twig, you need to get behind. You probably can't see it very good, but this is the center of the pasture. Like, I'm just past center actually, with the ditch down the center, and so most of the pairs made it across. There's still one over there. She got her calf up and she's nursing him before she comes across. But the problem is it looks like the whole herd is headed over here to the tank, and I need them to be headed the other direction, because we are gonna try and get them to the gate since this is going so well. And we're going across the swamp. Had to come over and get that pair. As I'm sure you can hear, things got a little messy, so we're just gonna stand here and wait till things quiet down. Try again to go through the gate. The first couple of moves are always the hardest because they're still learning how to move as pairs. And these cows are not old cows. This is only their second calf. So, for most of them, it's only their second calf. So, you know, it's not their first rodeo, but it's only their second rodeo. That's not a lot of rodeos. So what I like to do when things get a little messy with young pairs is I'll just go back to the back and just slowly go, whether I'm in the side-by-side or on my horse, I'll just slowly go back and forth, not asking them to move per se, but just like slow, taking things nice and easy and letting the cows kind of take a beat, find their calves, and then this back and forth motion is what we use to get them to go sometimes. And so once they come find their calves, they'll take off and go. You can kind of always tell when the mess has been cleaned up when things quiet down, and it's still a little messy, but it's getting quieter. Still a lot of calves that don't have a cow, so we'll probably just be going back and forth slowly for a while. We've still got some silly Sallies up there in the front that are running around looking for their calf. Yep, just gonna take it nice and slow. I decided to cut my losses and not force that move. So I'm back at the house. I messed up out there. I got them all paired up and they went across the swamp just fine. And I went to get those few pairs over by the tank, which would have been fine, but there was some hay that Mr. FFB had put out yesterday that those cows thought would be delicious, so they stopped. They bedded their calves. I asked them to move. It turned into a mess. I took things slow. Things started to pair up a little bit, but not really as good as I would have liked to have had them to make that move. I was starting to get frustrated. When you get frustrated, it's just better to cut your losses. So that is what I did. We'll try again later, or maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I came back out this evening to try and get these pairs moved, and we're still not perfectly paired up, but it's way, way better than it was this afternoon.